what happened on Wednesday in Dallas. He appeared to be laboring there late in the fourth quarter. Looked like maybe he was limping a little bit. And if you had forgotten, remember, he hadn't played since April 29th because of a right calf strain before game one. Shaq, to you, what was the difference tonight for Boston?
Well, I want to shout out the others for the Boston. Derek White, 18. Drew Holiday, 26. Porzingis, 12. Once again, the Boston Stars played good enough, didn't play great. Usually in the finals, the 1-2 punch have, marvelous historical games. But, Charles Barkley said something. He's been saying it all year. The two stars for the Boston Celtics do not need to play well for the Boston to win. And if the others play like this, he's absolutely correct. They play well. They're at home. Listen, it was a different sort of game. It was a back and forth game. Nobody shot the ball well, but listen, the others stepped up. And this is why I'm always so high on the others. I'm quick to brag about how many championships I got, but if it wasn't for the big shot bouts, the B. Shaws and the Horace Grant and guys of that nature, I wouldn't have 4 championships. So, again, Tatum, Brown didn't have 2 great games. It does not matter. 2 more wins and you'll be national champion. So they just need to let this one go. And in the next game, it's going to be difficult down there in Dallas. One thing I know about Dallas, they're never going to quit. They're never going to give up. And they saw a lot of things that they could do positively today. So, weird game, though. The atmosphere was weird. The game was just weird. And then Mr. Kyrie Irving did not step up once again.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about here. And I might argue that although Jason Tatum didn't shoot the ball well, this game might have represented some growth for him in terms of the playmaking and some of the other things he did. He had, 12 assists on the night, only 3 turnovers. And for the most part, this entire Boston team has gotten really good at just making plays for each other.
Listen, they're very unselfish with the ball. All this stuff about whose team is and who's the man doesn't matter. This kid right here, Mr. White, he's been playing fabulous all playoff long. They definitely moved the ball, take high percentage shot. And I agree with you, even though he didn't have a monster scoring game, he made the right play every time. Listen, he's a superstar. He could take those shots, but he made the right play, made the easy play, and his guys made him look good at times. They really didn't shoot the ball well from, 3. They were 10 for 39, 25%, but they hit timely shots, and that's all that matters.
They were 10 for 39. Dallas was 6 of 26, and the non-Lucas in this game were 2 of 17 from outside the three-point line. Let's be honest, the Mavericks have no chance of winning this series or competing in this series if they don't get more efficient shooting from others.
Yeah, it is. And those others, Matt, they get open shots because of the breakdown of Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Give the Boston Celtics defense. Luka's not been able to blow by and get easy shots to everybody else. He's making shots himself.
Yeah.
But Shaq said it. They're not getting that contribution and that force and that play from Kyrie Irving. You have one guy going, and the Boston Celtics, they have multiple guys going. It's going to be hard for Dallas to win if you don't get another guy going offensively.
Yeah, look, the other guys outside of Kyrie Irving, Derek Jones, 11 points, 4-7 from the field. P.J. Washington, 17 points, didn't shoot the 3-ball well. Gafford was pretty efficient, 13 points on the interior. But 7 of 18 for Kyrie Irving. He's just got to be a little bit more efficient than that. And the thing is, we've seen that. We've seen that this postseason. We've seen him take over. We've seen him, sort of reminded of his postseason greatness during this run. But we haven't seen it yet here in Boston in these 2 games. And maybe going back to Dallas, back in your familiar surroundings, you get away from the booing and all of the emotion being here in this building will help him. But he's got to play better. He's got to be better, and he can play better. And but the other guys, I thought they didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but they played with greater toughness. They were more efficient, and they were more engaged and involved in this game than they were game 1.
And do you think he was affected by all the chants?
I don't know. I really don't know. But I just think 2 games in a row where he struggled offensively and looked indecisive, and give credit. The defense of Boston is special, and multiple guys taking the challenge, doing a good job sliding their feet, really contesting everything and making life miserable for Kyrie Irving. Usually Kyrie Irving makes life miserable for the defender, but Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, all these guys stepping up, taking the challenge and doing a great job.
For all his willingness to engage with the crowd here, and he did again tonight, kind of egged them on when they were chanting his name and saying mean things about him. He'll be more comfortable in Dallas, obviously, and we'll see if that's reflected in his performance on the floor. You mentioned P.J. Washington. I thought maybe there was some growth. Look, it's the finals. There's not a lot of time to grow, but there was some growth in terms of taking what the defense gave him and being a little more aggressive and going to the rim tonight.
I totally agree with you, Matt. He had a good game. I mean, but that good game has to be that third guy. I mean, right now he's the second guy, and they're not getting anything off their bench.
Nothing.
They're not really getting anything off their bench, where Boston is doing a nice job of different guys stepping up. But I also think, yes, Kyrie didn't play well here in Boston, but you can't be that guy that has to be that second scorer. I think also for me, Shaq and Grant, he's playing off the ball too much, more like a spot-up shooter. He's not involved enough, and Kyrie at a standstill is easy to guard.
Let's get inside. Luka Doncic, always quick to the podium.